Hello everyone, my name is Vieryon and welcome to the Cerolian Republic. This is the Outer Worlds, and last time, on the Outer Worlds, I had to make a tough decision, but I still stand by my decision. I think that it was the right decision to divert the power away from the city and to the survivors, the deserters. The deserters just can't blame them. I really can't. I can't bring myself to blaming them. And I also couldn't bring myself to forcing them back into the servitude of that canning factory. Back to that life. Just, bad juju.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain?
I have the power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Can you talk me through it?
Step 1. Pick up your power regulator. Step 2. Approach the terminal located in our engine room. Step 3. Insert power regulator. Step 4. Celebrate. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back. And I'm sorry. Maybe there's a workbench in here. Not that I'm surprised, but... Celebrate! Woo! Woo! Celebration! Woo! Ow! Toss ball stick. Okay, workbench. Repair, modify, and upgrade. Oh boy. Alright. Install mods. Repair. Pistol. 15 armor plates, 7. It's still pretty good. It's 87%. Everything seems to be alright so far. I mean, I don't see why I'd have to worry about them so much right now. Anyway, let's continue. Ooh. 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 Does that take heavy weapon stuff? Is that what that is? Shotgun. 52 DPS. Level 3. Knockback. Interesting. It is basically broken. Alright. Let's go into space. Let's do some spacey stuff.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. That scene, taking off and stuff, reminds me of Jet Force Gemini, leaving and entering the planets. Old school.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain, horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Or I could put a couple of light years between me and Halcon.
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope.
About this Gladys person, how do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Can't I land somewhere else outside of Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
No. You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
You mentioned the thing has limitations.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Why do I need a gadget for this? Couldn't I steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
People will actually fall for this? Seems far-fetched.
The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
I'll put it to good use. Thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Neat. Looks spacious. Spacey. That's the airlock. That would be the holographic shroud. Projects a disguise around you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel, and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Well then. Puffball plant. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting fresh soil, we put down our roots. Adelaide. Ah, the rubbish bin. 32 pounds of 130 that I can carry. So, should be alright. So, where is my friend? Probably in engineering, since she is an engineer. Let's see what she has to say. Hi.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy-like, ain't it?
What do you think of the ship?
That's in pretty good shape, considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA-120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space, but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Apparently Ada's the one who actually flies a ship.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
What do you think, Pravati? Is this ship safe to fly now that we got the regulator?
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Break time's over. Okay, so we were going to the groundbreaker because it says that that is where we need to go. Okay.
Destination?
Welcome to the system map, blah blah blah.
Reached. The groundbreaker.
Interesting.
Can we talk?
Sure can.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, we can head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Break time's over. Standard way of ending
Please
conversation.
avoid damaging yourself or others while you are out.
No guarantees, Ada. Latte. Okay. Take a second to load in. That's fine.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Yep. Let's do it.
That's not the point. This hackwood just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even...
Where's their engineering? I wonder. Is there a map somewhere around here that I can actually look at? Wanted dead or alive. Gunner McRed. For several counts of public intoxication, destruction of groundbreaker property, unpaid docking fees, and resisting arrest. Contact Commandant Sunita if you have any information regarding McRed's whereabouts. Failure to report a tip may result in imprisonment and a fine. Proof of kill required to collect a reward. Neat. Hi, I know that guy. Phineas V. Wells. Sedation, forgery, conspiracy, conspiracy to commit conspiracy, unlicensed medical practice, destruction of board property.
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so wild at him.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Board approved. Just vendor stuff. Okay. Light assault rifle, shock cannon. Interesting. Plasma rifle, 71 DPS though. That takes the energy rounds. Interesting. That's exactly what I was looking for before. Plasma cutters. Let's sell some stuff. I don't really think that I want the shotgun, to be honest. 110 DPS for the light pistol there. I think that's 10 over what I've got right now. Right, control arm. Revolver, 94. Not interested in keeping that. That light assault rifle. Probably could sell that too. Okay. What's on the buy list? Shot cannons. Stun special effects. Alright. This got what's in this one? Different stuff. I think that's some of the stuff that I just sold to it. Okay, all good.
Identification, please.
Here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea of why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great. I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Her shipment.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
No promises.
Of course. What am I to you but the guy who's got his eye on your ship? Is there anything else I can help you with?
See you around.
Be seeing you.
Talk to the wrong person.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You are hearing things.
What's through here?
No, Siri.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Rest and go. Lost hope. Spacer's choice. It's the engineering area. Waste disposal. Engineering.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Have you seen this man?
wants you on
Reward
Groundbreaker.
offered for information leading to the capture of known terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
This is Halcyon News.
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
To remind spacers and other
Perhaps.
travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection.
Good law, the heating
Canyons
here
of
is
acid
so
and
unbearable I
sulfur
can
rain are the
hardly
least of
even
the horrors
concentrate.
plaguing the surface of Monarch.
Junlei better hurry up.
Anarchists live as one.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Captain of the Unreliable, though my ship's a bit grounded at the moment.
I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Not trying to start any fights, but I might have to end some.
Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Just passing through.
Statistics don't lie. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going, most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Providing you wanted to talk to her, go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
We'll be on our way.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
All right.
Something you need?
Notice you mention your dad a lot, but not your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
I'm sorry.
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception.
That's normal?
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
We'll talk later. Alright, first let's go.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
I really wouldn't know.
It must have been lost with Alex, then. One more tragedy to top the pile. Tell me, how did he die?
He died in an escape pod accident.
Oh, awful business, that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Again, I'm sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells anyway?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Why do you think I'd know anything about Wells?
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table?
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
Can't tell you where Wells is.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
We're leaving. I don't know enough about the situation to just give up Wells. Not about ready to just turn around like that. Betray the only person who, I mean... I guess I don't really have too much of, like... I don't know a whole lot about him. He could very well be an enemy, but... at this point in time... Medical bay. Let's go talk to somebody in the medical bay.
I'm not going anywhere. You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
Is this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Need to get more comfortable. Changing positions. Been in this position for too long. Stretching. Ah. Sorry, Ellie. Let us continue. Maybe I can look in on Jesse.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
What seems to be the problem?
I'd like to see Jesse Doyle.
If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
The records say you haven't actually spoken to her yourself.
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
See you around.
Take care.
How do I use that thingy? Skills. I got skills to use. Alright. More dialogue. I cannot increase my dialogue anymore. That's cool. Some leadership skills would be nice. Some ranged. And some stealth probably be a good idea. Why is that less? Revert all. Let's go back to the dialogue, max that out. Some ranged. defenses. Leadership. Accept. Let's get some HP in here. Send you. Don't have anything I can give you. I think I need an actual disguise for that. I think it mentioned something about me needing to have something to put into it before. I don't know.
I'm sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
What do you sell here?
Anything and everything. Whatever you want, we got it. And when you need a replacement, we got that too.
Show me what you got there.
Have a look.
Armor mods. Kits and stuff. Oh well.
Run, forested baked beans is the
I wonder if I could just walk inside. Just go on in. Here we go. Found an ID cartridge to use with a holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. Okay. Holographic shroud disguise activated. Moving drains the energy. When it runs out, the personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Trespassing is criminal activities, blah blah blah. Activities without consequences. Alright, so.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
For the last Ratdodon rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
She's worried about you. A lot.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
What did you do that got you in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yeah, you think the board had somebody follow you and you're hiding out?
Think? No.
I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood Tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ellie asked me to help, so that's what I plan to do.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I'll talk to Udom for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
That's correct. Magic. Surprised nobody saw me. Alright. Let's go back and talk to our good pal, Udom. Hey, buddy. What's up?
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
Here to talk about Jessie Doyle. I want her debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's worth more alive than dead. Put her under an indenture contract.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
None, I suppose. She doesn't show up for work. Kill her like you planned.
I'm not sure the price of her organs will allow a profit in that case. I expect her liver is, used goods, as it were. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
We're leaving. I don't think I had enough money to pay off her debt. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't know what the debt is. Facts. I wonder if I can go talk to him again and see if it... Nah, I don't think it will.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too. The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jessie. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Are you saying that you'll work for me just because I helped Jessie?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
Welcome aboard, Ellie.
You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Got word from Udam, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Watch yourself while I'm gone.
Yeah, huh?
What was that about back in Junlei's?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms?
Sounds like you have a crush on her.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater?
Sounds like you're not sure how you feel.
I just met her. How could I be? Alls I know is... I want to talk with her more. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... She's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
We'll talk later. Well, that's neat. We did things. We got a medic. Now we can progress the actual story.
The beds are comfy, but you'll want to check the mattress before you settle in.
Advertisement for the following story.
Oh, I can have multiple people on the group? That is cool. I like this.
Because she remembers you.
I thought that she was just gonna run back to like the ship and I was only gonna have that one person with me. Sweet. What's up?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Phineas sent me. He told me you can sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here, let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Wonder what kind of haul they left behind.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Say no more. I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Abandoned outpost? Corporate secrets? I got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Thanks. Companion. Max says the journal was last possessed by a book collector. That's a companion side quest. I did forget about that. Maybe we should go back to Edgewater. Get that taken care of. Then continue along.
You want a punch? You got your punch right here.
Captain.
Hey there.
Hi there. Seemed like there's some tension between the board and the groundbreaker.
You noticed, huh?
Sharp like that.
What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
I'm glad it terrifies them. Bastards. Keep pushing them.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
Thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
See you around.
Be seeing you.
Back to the ship we go. Probably could have fast traveled, but where's the fun in that? Hi.
Hey, you got a second?
I suppose I do?
Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by. Just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Alright, Felix. Tell me why I should hire you.
You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
I'm enjoying this. Go on.
Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress. Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, Thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together.
I thought that was real good, Felix.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you think? Am I in?
I haven't made my mind up about you. How about an interview?
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
What is the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic.
Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Want to tell me why you're out of work?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved your differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Perfect, you're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
See you on the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Okay. And with all that, I say we leave this episode right here. Thank you all so much for joining me on this little adventure. You are all absolutely fantastic, and I will see you